Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play LSD. I'm your host CPC Gamer, and in our last episode, I went on a Saturday Smile Time variety hour of weird tangents. And it was all pretty impressive how I tied everything up in the end. And I'm also impressed that I have not seen a tech stream lately. I think the game is just teasing me at this point. Although, I like the sound of this music right here. It sounds like something off the LSD and Remixes CD. And it probably should, because that's the CD released to represent the game's soundtrack, but even so. And incidentally, yeah, I recently found a copy of the LSD and Remixes CD set. And CD 1 is just pretty spacey music. Why are you the wrong colour? Anyway, CD 2 is the music that gets used in the game's intro videos and cinematics, and I just love listening to it. And now I'm gonna go and bother some lions. Although I say that, I know they're meant to be lions, but they look like they're just guys padding around on all fours. I think it's because of the low poly count on the model, but yeah, look at it. Also, I like how I'm talking about the way their body looks, and not the fact that his head appears to be melting. And I am not sure which one looks the scariest, when he does or does not have eyes. What do you think, fella? And to that end, where's your mate gotten to? Is he around here? Aha! There you are! Now, are you gonna do the thing that you're meant to do, or are you just gonna shuffle me around the map too? Okay, you keep doing that. Okay. Well, I'm gonna keep experimenting. See if I can make you guys face each other and then do that. It worked out pretty well last time. And I like how my initial reaction upon finding non-standard game behavior is to try and break things even further. What if I run at you? Huh. Well, alright then. So yeah, I mentioned before, I played Alone in the Dark on the 360. For some reason, my character's model got stuck in mid-air, and my reaction was to see how far I could stretch it, rather than rebooting the game to fix it. And this is a face that I don't recognize. Awesome. Oh yeah, one thing I did that I never managed to reproduce, and I am so annoyed that I never got picture proof of it, it involves Silent Hill 1. And towards the end of the game, I should say, you wake up in a nightmare world called Nowhere. And I once woke up in Nowhere, except the main character's head was 1 pixel thin. So it looked like my guy was wandering around without a head. And the best of it was, if you hit the first person button, the camera panned way back out into black space, but then slowly panned back in as it reset itself. And I think it's a testament to the game's engine that it could still function after it broke, and it remained stable, and it was able to properly reset itself. That's pretty great. Also, I thought I saw something off in the distance. That's what the backing up was. I mean, clearly, I did not see what I thought I saw, so we can ignore that and move along. And you know, I'm surprised there hasn't been more of that in this playthrough. Me seeing stuff that isn't there. I suppose this is one of the advantages of playing on an old console with such low-res tech. I think I'd be more inclined to start seeing things if this was a super realistic game, rather than a low-res PSX title. I wonder if you could set up a mechanic like that in a modern game. Like, you could have models in the middle distance just flickering in and out of your field of view, helping inspire some kind of sanity effect or other, I guess. Vaguely related to that, I thought there was a little mushroom family down here. And quite why a mushroom team would relate to hallucinations and insanity, I don't know. That's crazy talk. So I'm gonna go link with a train. Did the train link me when I touched it? I don't know. The hitboxes in this game are wonky at best, but then you have to factor in the train was moving, and I don't even know. And I was considering jumping off the cliff, but now I see a TV. I'm gonna go look at that. Now, taking a quick look around at the setting. Now, I am not entirely sure, but I would wager that I am here. So, I might get proven wrong there, but it'll be interesting to see how close I was based on what I see as I wander around. And I just described the entirety of the gameplay of the video game LSD. With that said, I'm pretty sure something's meant to be down here. Or maybe not. I thought that was the pit that had the balloons in it. Maybe it's this one? I'm sure it's one of these. Oh, it is! Nice! And it looks like several spawned at once. Because I'm sure this is only really meant to be one balloon. Or, I don't know, maybe I'm thinking of the ICBM. I do like the little fist basket. Oh, and I like that Z fighting too. See, I'm pretty sure this was only meant to spawn one balloon, given how they don't know how to deal with each other. Do you keep respawning? Well, I guess now we'll never know. That was a really nice view, though, falling down and watching the balloon go up. Oh, look at the same square. Go figure, that's pretty weird. Also, I never checked to see if I got it right with my initial guess as to where I was. Of course, I don't think I ever properly said where I thought I was, so I'm gonna have to trust myself to put the circle in the right place on the map, and then not move it in post. I mean, I like to think that I'm pretty good for leaving in my mistakes when I make them. And it wouldn't be fun if you were just watching some guy win at everything all the time forever. This is just a rerun of last night's dream. So I'm gonna go and tease a lion some more. And now that I come to think of it, I don't think I've ever had the same dream twice. Like, I've dreamt of the same places and the same people, and I know that my dream world is one sort of cohesive mass, but I've never dreamt the same thing twice. Weird, right? It's almost like my brain is real and not a procedurally generated PSX game from the 90s. Who knew? And I was gonna say, you can see this line looks like a guy padding around, but he looked like polygonal mess. And I guess that is that. I got the effect of assaulting the lions without actually getting attacked by them. What in the world do you know? You know, I just looked over at my recording software, and we're only about 8 minutes in. It feels like I've been doing this video a lot longer than that. Man, time just falls apart when you're doing this. It's like I'm in a TARDIS right here. Oh, and one of our TV channels has been doing Doctor Who reruns, covering entire stories from the first 8 Doctors. And it kind of makes me miss when the TARDIS was a spaceship. That was a really finicky link. Game, what the hell? Also, I was talking to Crowley9 about the TARDIS thing, and he immediately pointed out that technically the TARDIS is always a spaceship. Like, that's kind of what it does. And what I meant to say is that I miss when it had crew quarters, rather than just being the single central control room. Like, it makes the whole thing feel more fantastical and like you're going on a huge journey rather than just standing in a room. And as I have said before, and will say again, I am legitimately sad that I don't get to go on adventures. But I think I've talked about it in this one of videos, so do you know what? Maybe let's not do that again. Ooh, a sailor. I have not seen you for a while. One of my favorite bilingual jokes says that the motto of the French Navy is, "To water, it is the hour." The joke being that if you translate that into French, it runs, "Allô, c'est l'heure." Or, in English, "Hello, sailor." Bit of an oblique one, but I really like it. Wonder if anything's gonna happen out here. Wait, the sailor tends to run hand in hand with the plane flying over the bay. But now that I'm here, I guess not. I mean, the sailor hasn't been shown up for a while, so it makes sense that his associated effects wouldn't be there either. Wonder if he'll spawn now that he himself is there. That's a pretty neat pattern on his outfit. Yeah! 2 rare spawns in one go. Love it. 3 rare spawns in one go. Triple tactics. Maneuver like a trained soldier. Hall of Famer. Flamethrower. Your game is game over. That would be an accurate representation of white people courtesy of your friend and mine, CPC Gamer. And I keep expecting that video to segue into a title card that says, you know, like, "Welcome to Encarta," or whatever. And Encarta was the best encyclopedia I had as a kid, because the one that I had was narrated by Patrick Stewart. And also it had this cool little maze game that taught you without knowing it. It's pretty great. Anyway, let's go again. Again. I mean, it feels like the game has been going on for longer than it has today. Possibly because of that short dream I had a couple of nights ago. Or maybe I should just pack it in. Come back, record the next episode tomorrow. Whatever. Game, I do declare that you are now messing with me. The third time in as many nights, you're going to start me off in the lion's den. So I reject your silly games, and I move on to something just as silly, but somewhere else. Yes, my taking my ball and going home foo is strong. Almost as strong as my Jim Jam Yaha, the ancient art of combat without contact. Not to be confused with Jim Jam Yahoo, the ancient art of tickling people at long range and making them fall off their bicycles. All three are very, very important skills to have in this world. I can also say Thursday in Swahili, which has come in handy precisely never. Although, fun thing, I was originally going to call this channel Alhamisi, that being Thursday in Swahili. I don't know why I picked that word specifically. I just like the really stupid idea behind it. It probably would have been better than CPC Gamer in the long run, because I haven't made a video of a CPC game in years. Is that woman taller than she normally is? I mean, I know she can be pretty tall anyway, but I don't know, that looks pretty big. Anyway, I saw a woman in the far house over here, so I'm gonna go nag her some more. I mean, it makes sense. You know, she just throws you outside to deal with Godzilla Ox, since you barged into her house and all. But even so, I hope that she does something else. I mean, I suppose I could just go look it up on the wiki, but really, what would be the point of doing that? Whoa, wait a second. Did the walls just grow? I will have to check that out if the woman doesn't do anything of note. Whoa! Yeah, the scenery's grown! Or I shrunk. I don't know, its force perspective is a hell of a thing. It also likes to end dreams, so it doesn't really matter. Oh, that's a shame. Because I was hoping to hide under the bridges and see what the underneath of the bridges look like. Oh! Oh! You remember a while ago? I thought that I fell through the balcony? Maybe I stood on the balcony, and the scenery stretched at the same time, so I didn't fall down? The platform moved up. If that makes sense. I mean, it makes sense because whenever I end up in the sky, I drop to the floor immediately. Like in the Violence District, for example. Man, I shouldn't enjoy it as much as I do when I work out simple physics quirks like that, but I mean, being able to explain just a little bit more about the game makes me smile more than it reasonably should. Are you gonna do anything, Kuramaru? Wait, does that count? No, because Kuramaru was a dog, not a fox. Kuramaru is a character in Persona 3, and he's a dog. Like, he's mostly just there to pad out the roster and make the other characters more interesting in this expansion pack. Kind of a shame, really. And we appear to have gone to the Violence District. I thought those shrine dealies were meant to bring you luck, not throw you into the depths of despair. Although, I'm liking the colour scheme on this one. I mean, I'm not a fan of animal print, but hey, this is bright and vibrant, and I am not as scared as I have been before. It's kind of hard to tell that was animal print because of the crazy compression on the floor, but trust me, it was there. So anyway, I'm continuing to explore the Violence District. Which really shouldn't be called the Violence District in this particular colour scheme, because it looks kind of cheerful. Like, if I dubbed out this music and put in something less sinister, it would sound pretty amazing. Like Goon Goompas would be a good example. That's a great tune for hanging out and chilling. Or waking up. Actually, you could probably use that as like a ringtone or something. Ooh. Hey there, little ghosty. Are you an Apex Twin fan? I bet you aren't, because nobody is. Wait, what? So did that thing just scream at me? And is the roof coming down? Okay. Did I just get myself killed? Because that's new. Although from the look of it, it wasn't just a building that came down, the entire violence district went with it. Well, did I get tall? Ah, curse you, perspective issues, and you're tripping me up on my correct verbs. Curse you, mock rage, for making me talk through what was probably going to be my intro, so now we're here doing this some more. Tonight is the last night. I promise. Disclaimer, that is not a promise. Especially since I'm in the natural world. Because there's something out here that I want to try. Now see, I reckon this is going to do something really weird to the dream chart. Yeah! See? I mean, I thought that would just completely break everything, but that is close enough. You see, jumping down the pit doesn't do anything on the pit map, because the pit is a very small map that gets loaded in one go, and you have to take, like, 2 steps before you fall down. You don't have a chance to do anything. The natural world is huge, so it's storing all this information on top of its head, and then I shove it aside, the game doesn't know what to do with it. I mean, case in point, why have I spawned in the gear room? This is not where I was meant to go. In fact, I never knew that this room had initial spawn points. What is this? And it's the same that this is how I get to show off the functioning gear room, just screwing with the game's RNG to swing things in my favor. Whoa! Hello, real world. Am I gonna jump down that pit again? No. No, I don't think so. Not right now, anyways. Maybe I can link on a fish or something. Wait a second. Sentry fish is here? I've only seen this guy spawn after I fall through the world, not off it. And yes, those are things that are different. I thought I saw him breathing smoke just now, but it's the clouds. I am too tired to be doing this right now. Probably should have stopped it after the last night. Still, at least I know I can rely on you, Sentry Fish. You stop me from breaking the game any more than I previously had done. And that's the kind of thing that we all need. That, or very cleverly disguised exception handles like in Sonic 3D. I mean, I forget if I mentioned this in one of these videos. I want to say I have, and it was an LSD video as well, but whatever. If you somehow manage to crash Sonic 3D beyond repair, it says, "Congratulations, you have found the hidden cheat code!" And then it throws you to the level select screen. And to look at it, it is basically the programmer's way of standing up, dusting themselves off and going, "Yeah, I meant to do that," like a cat falling off a table. Or is that just my cat? She is kinda dense. I mean, like, not too long ago, she curled up to go to sleep, she stuck her tail in her ear, and then bit whatever was attacking her ear, and then sprang to full alertness to try and find what just bit her. And this is a species that was once revered by gods by the Egyptians. Like, what happened? According to my friend Justin, quite a lot of inbreeding along the years. And you know something? Getting out of your way, Creepazoid. So, yes, to extrapolate on something I said earlier, you look at the TV, it shows this nightmarish toilet door, the bear walks away, and he heads up the stairs, and then when he gets halfway up, as I walk into a wall and link away, you can see how the bear stops once he's out of sight of the corridor. Kinda. I mean, it's a little hard to see because of the part where I was very rapidly leaving the room, but you know how it goes. I mean, you can rewind the video and pause it there if you like. And I'm gonna link with a tall guy. I feel like he doesn't get enough love. Well, not from me, anyways. Possibly because where I work I am the tall guy, so I'm used to being hold on to reach up for stuff. What the heck did I link with? I mean, you guys saw that, right? You heard it too, hopefully. I didn't even make a step, and the game linked me away to go somewhere else. Whatever, I'm gonna go and look at a TV, and maybe take a guess as to where I am. You'd think I'd know, because I've actually seen this TV before, and tried to guess where I was before. But, you know, why not? I don't know, I mean, I can very easily test where I think I am by seeing if there is a set of bridges and islands to the right of that TV. And I'm kind of glad that this is a game as I do this, because if I saw this nonsense in the real world, terrified. But I am really scared of heights, which is weird because I love flying. And one of my favourite bits is the 3 minutes after takeoff, when you watch the world below, you just fly away. I remember where I am. I remember the creepy see-through back of the floor. This is the waterfall from nowhere. And this is the second creepiest body of water that I have learned about today. But apparently there's some place in Russia where a guy drowned in a lake, and then they made vodka out of that water. Because of course they do. I mean, what else are you going to do in Russia besides, I don't know, inventing Tetris and revolutionizing handheld gaming? Should probably find a better tack to take, because I reckon we're coming to the end of the video, and I would sooner not leave us on vague Russian stereotypes for this one. Although, on the plus side, I think my guess was right on that map. Oh, hello, giant crystal. I'm going to see if you do anything and then jump off the edge. Do you do anything? Oh, seems not. Alrighty then. Trustful! And that were that. So, join us next time for some more LSD. And until next time, goodbye!